We're going to separate the audio because eventually this file we're seeing is going to be used when we try to split it and put them on one side. What we call the audio separation unlinking, we right click on this, we go to unlink, simple as that. Now you just separated the files. You can now press delete on the audio one and it's gone. So now you just have the video to worry about. There's not going to be any sound playing. So we're probably at one point going to make sure that we have another layer of video that's going to be showing off, you know, the individual person doing the move to the beat rather than just Mo. So we're going to have to learn how to cut the clip down. And well, let's see. We have the clip of him here. Press spacebar. We have it playing. And now we have this part, and we don't want this part in particular unless it's part of the guidelines, but I want to cut that out. Let's say, you know, put it right there. That's what I want gone. If you need to go any closer, there's this little bar down here, and that bar is just going to say, look at the mountain closer, look at the clip closer. So we're going to slide that down. Now we can look into the clip more and have more specific areas we could focus on. And sometimes this preview isn't true to the actual image, so just to fast up your process. Alright, so I have a stopping point here I want to split from the rest of the clip, and that would be the part where the text starts to show. Let's say I want to cut that. You will be on the cursor tool most likely, which is just the mouse, and then you have the slice tool, which is C, but you can also press this logo, and then click that, split it. And then let's say I don't want this, so we're going to keep going in the clip, and I want to cut to the ready in 3. And you can also press V for this, but you can also press the cursor. You want to make sure you're on that. You press that clip you want to get rid of or eliminate from the timeline, and then press delete. So now you have this big gap, and you can drag the rest of the clip down. So if we want to duplicate this, we can go up to copy by right clicking, and we can go over to an available space, but it'll also prompt you if in available space you can press paste here or paste, and then it will have your clip here, and you can drag it over. You can drag it over or above. If you want to put it on another track, that's good too. You probably will when you have a side-by-side. So to start by splitting these people up, so I'm going to do what I just did, and that was copy and paste. So now we have it together, and it's going to overlay each other, so we won't really notice anything at first. What we want to do, and this might be a little easier actually, is go over to this little eye. So what the eye does, it lets us not be able to see anything on this track. So this lets us focus on the track above. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a mask here, and it's going to crop out all this extra area. And to do this, we're simply going to take the frame the person is in that we want by clicking the rectangle tool here, and then just clicking and then dragging. And we can move him and transform him by clicking this little reticle piece, moving it to the left area. And we can also use this, so don't be scared to use these. These are can be very helpful with your alignment. But now you have a cropped out person, and you can now turn on this frame again, and you can actually turn this off, so we're not focusing on that right now. We're going to focus on the right side right now. We're going to go back to that rectangle tool. We're going to crop him out again, make sure we got that, and then we just have another framed person, and now we can move him by making sure you're selected on it and clicking this reticle, dragging it to the right side where it fits, and now we just have a person over here. There's a right side. Again, you can use those, but now we can click both, and now we have two people doing the pretty much exact same movement. So we're going to go to the media tab again. We're going to go to the cross PNG we have. Make sure it's a PNG. And then you drag it above. Now you have a cross, and so we're gonna learn what we did before, and that was moving it around. It might look a bit big, and that's where we're gonna kind of work on scaling that down. And you can do that also with these video clips. So if you need to do that, then do that. Okay, so to do that, we go over back to the media area. We go to controls. Now we have all this bunch of very specific properties that we can adjust. And since this is a bit big, we want to go down to that scale feature and scale this down by dragging to the left by clicking the number. So that looks about or at least right to me. We're gonna want to cut it to the beat like we've been wanting to do. So drag that out. Now you have a cross playing over the whole clips. So I'm going to cut the cross into pieces pretty much. What we did with the video clips, exactly how it would play out here. And yeah, let's go through that process. So that looks like there's some beats to it, and I noticed that it actually kind of cuts in around here, at least for me. I'm sure it could be different. Right, and that should be it. I hope it goes well, and have a good one.